Hello, fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. It's Thursday, the 28th of November 2024. I hope you are keeping well. We are well into the week now, and it's morning here in Bangkok. I was wondering about this will be the first hard level Sudoku puzzle from the Guardian in a moment. We'll get on with that in a trice. I was wondering about something. I don't like to make predictions. I'm very bad at predictions. But I was wondering if Trump's tariffs might have a rather unintended effect, which might turn out to be rather better than expected. I think one of the problems about global warming is rampant consumerism. People constantly, buying new phones every year when things are unnecessary, and consumerism and buying stuff that's quite unnecessary. All of this is fueled by economists constantly pushing for growth, growth, growth. That's their mantra, right? And stock market growth and stuff like this. But I wonder if Trump's tariffs take effect, if he actually does anything as opposed to just shouting about it. If the tariffs do come in, presumably that will slow global trade because things will just become more expensive. I mean, he doesn't know how tariffs work. We know that already. But, if things get more expensive for consumers, well, they might just stop buying it. Or if if it's something that they really need, they might buy something that was produced locally and thereby cutting down on transport pollution. And so you never can tell. Let's always look for a silver lining, shall we? Initially, everybody's aghast at these tariffs because it's going to, slow down global trade, and we all love, instant access to everything that we want. It's a human failing. But maybe we shouldn't have instant access to everything that we want. All right. If you have any economists who are good at forecasting, let me know in the comment section. I have no idea. I really don't know if that one works out or doesn't work out. I mean, it's just an idea floating in my head. But I have no idea if that's scientifically valid or not. All right. Let's get on with the game of Sudoku then. So we've got Guardian's first Guardian hard level puzzle of the week. And what can we see? Not much. But I do know that 9 is one of the missing digits here, which will block up here, and 9 blocking down here, and 9 blocking across there. So I do know that 9 is going to be in that square. And I've found myself a pair of 2 and 9 because we've got 2 blocking across here and 2 up here. And then we've got 9 blocking across these rows. So we do have a pair of 2 and 9 in these squares here. Shall we see if we can get anything else from it? So we've got 2, 9 already. We're looking for 3, 6, 8. 6s are here. 3s are there. And the 8s can go anywhere. So that didn't work. But let's have a look across here. We've got 2, 9 in these squares, remember? So we're looking for 4, 7, 8, and we've got 4 blocking here because it's one of our missing digits, so 4s will be there. 7 and the 8 though I don't really know much about. Okay, let's have another look at this. What is missing here? This is 4, 5, 9. No, not much. We've got 7 blocking this square and this square, so in this column there's our 7. Five across here and down here, there's 5. One blocking across here puts one into one of these two squares, one blocking up here, one blocking up here, and one across there. There's one. One back in this direction and across here, and one up here will give us one there. One down to the bottom and down here and across the bottom rows. I think this is the last one. No, it's not. Oh no, it's not, because we've got ones left in those locations there. Let's just continue along. Five this way and this way. Well, this is a bit convoluted, but I believe I've found a 9 in this square here. Let's have a look and see. So we've got 9. Okay, let's highlight 9. So we've got 9s in these two squares here, right, and these two squares here. So that would only leave us the possibility of 9s in these two squares here. And when we look over here, the 9's blocking down to the bottom. That gives us 9s in those squares there. And so in this section here, we can only look in these 3 squares here. We've obviously got digits already 1 and 6 filled in, so 9 must go there. Well, I have been working hard here, but not finding anything. Oh, hang on. I think I've got something. All right, so I said earlier on this is 2 and 9. Do you remember? We've got 2 blocking across here and 2 up here, so there's the 2. And we've got 9s across here and here, so we've got 2 and 9 in these squares here, right? Now 4 blocks up here, so 4 has got to be in one of those 2 squares. And 8 blocks up here, so in fact that's a pair of 4 and 8 there. So we've got 2, 9 here, and we've got 4 and 8 here. So that's going to be a 7. So that's 7 across here, 7 across here. Here's our 7. And 7 up here, 7 across there, and 7 across there. There's a 7. And now back over here, I said this is 4 and 8, so this has to be a 1, doesn't it? Now we've got 1 across here and 1 down here. That'll give us 1 in that square there. That is the last one now. I'm feeling hungry again. It's definitely time for breakfast. Haven't had breakfast yet. Well, this is quite challenging for the Guardian. They don't normally have anything which needs too much thought. Even their hard level puzzles usually don't need too much thought. I've put a pair of 8s up here. Does that mean anything? I think so. Sorry for the long delay here. Seeing if I can do anything else before I have to turn to pencil marks. Well, I'm not making any progress, am I? So I'm going to put in some pencil marks and finish the game for you like that. Okay, so that we have 2 and 9 in those squares there. Speaking of the 9s, we know that 9s are in these squares, these squares over here. And this is what I've got to do down here. 4, 5 missing in those squares there. So we get 4s in these squares here. I keep looking at this middle block. It hasn't produced what I was hoping it would produce, but this is 4 and 8, isn't it? We have a pair of 3s up here, I know. A pair of 3s are there. Down here. Ah, I see it now. Look, 3 blocking up here, 3 up here. So 3s are in those squares. That can't be 3. Let's remove that. Let's put a 3 in this square here. So now we've got 3 down, 3 up. There goes our 3. This has to be a 4. Missing numbers in these 2 squares are 8 and 2. We need a 2 up here then. So missing digits up here are 8 and something. 8 and what? 8 and 4. So this is not 8 or 4. It's got to be 6. This 3 means that can't be true. 3 has to be in this square here. Missing digits in this block are 6 and 8, is that right? So 6 blocking across here will give us the 6 here, and the 8 goes in this square here. 8 blocking across back that way gives us an 8 here, and this is going to be a 2. We also have 2s in these squares here and 2 across there. Let's go through the digits again. 1 is actually finished, so let's see if we can spot any other patterns of pairs. Make it easier, even easier. 3, yeah, we have 3s up there. 4s. Oh, I've got to fill in 4 and 8 up here. A pair of 5s in these squares and 5s down here. It's been like that for ages and ages. No change there. 6. Anything new on 6? Yeah, we have a pair of 6s up here. Sevens are in these squares and these squares. 8 blocks across here, and down here. There's our 8, and this will be a 5 then, and this can't be a 5. We'll remove the 5 from there. So that will give us a pair of 8s up there. In fact, this is the only 8 in this row, because we've got 8 blocking here, 8 blocking here, and 8 blocking here. So in fact, that must be 8 there. Oops, excuse me. Get rid of the candidate 8 there. Place an 8 here, And that's going to be our 2 then, so we get 2 here, 9 there, and 9 in this square. Oops, I pressed 0, that doesn't work, does it? 0. What are we looking for up here? Is it a 4? I think it is a 4, and this digit is going to be 6 maybe, so that'll give us a 6 up there. So 3 in this square. Here's our 8, there's our 4. Last number to place here, what are you? 4, I think it is. Okay. Let's see, what else? What's the other missing number from here? It's 8, is it? So we've got 8 blocking up there. There's our 8. This is our 2. This is a 2 here. Let's get rid of that candidate 2. This is 9 and something. The something is 6, I believe. Is that right? Yeah. We've got 8. We've got 8 blocking this square. There's our wrong mode selected again. There's our 8. There's our 4. And the last number down here does look to be a 3 to me. So this can't be a 3. 7. What's the missing number across here? 4, is it? So we've got 4 blocking down here. So that will be our 4. And that will be our 7. And that will be our 7 here. And this will not be 7. It will be whatever is missing from this column. And the missing digit is 6. So 6 over here and 9 down here. So it hasn't been a very difficult game, but I need a little kick to find something that that most of you will have seen without the pencil marks, probably, for going there. Those of you that play the game in that way, of course, not all of you do. Some of you much prefer the pencil marks, I know. Anyway, whichever way you play, I'm sure you've come to a conclusion, and if you didn't before, now you can see how to do it. Okay, that's it. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.